Hey, Spirit Uncensored friends and family. It's Reverend Karen Frost, and I am here with my friend Shawn Coleman, who is leading our next Spirit Uncensored event with me on Coming Out Day. And Shawn is also my prayer partner. And just literally this morning, Shawn and I connected for prayer, and the conversation about coming out of the closet as spiritual beings came up. And we both realized that this would be a great opportunity to take that conversation that the two of us had into our Spirit Uncensored event coming up on October 11th on Coming Out Day at 5 p.m. Pacific. So, Shawn, do you want to talk a little bit about what led to your inspiration to come out of your spiritual closet?
Yeah, I mean it's interesting that you would say that because as you were calling it my spiritual closet, I was like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I was like, well, I didn't really hide who I was. I wasn't like pretending to be somebody else, and there was a lot of like questioning that came up, a lot of need for me to feel like I needed to defend myself, and that made me think about like the heaviness of like this label of a closet and the expectations around society around like coming out of closets and like why people are expected to share all of themselves and things like that. And even if we're not actively hiding something, there still is an assumption that we are part of the norm of whatever culture we are living in and playing in. And so, yeah, I don't know exactly how to answer the question that you posed, other than to say that, yeah, I don't know, because I hadn't really thought until today about me being in a spiritual closet, but totally am. And so I'm feeling into that.
I love that sort of automatic realization of not thinking of spirituality as something that is intentionally hiding, but recognizing really what it is recognizing that we're not leading with it. And for me, as a minister, in some ways I do lead with it, but in many contexts I don't. When I introduce myself to someone for the first time, I do not introduce myself as Reverend Karen Frost unless I'm in a spiritual center. It really is, I have this minister hat that I take on and off. And so it isn't when I take my minister hat off, that I'm not a minister in these settings. It's really kind of what you just spoke to of, I don't lead with it. I don't announce it into every room that I choose to join, especially because I work in entertainment, and spirituality and entertainment, it has this one box. So when I say that I am a minister, people automatically think of faith-based programming, where I feel like faith-based are things that automatically don't have curse words in it. Things aren't going to have violence in it. And I don't write with violence, but I definitely, Spiritual AF is the name of one of my first scripts that I've been going out with. And I did not sign Reverend Karen Frost. That's actually one of the things that I've been grappling with, is should I put Reverend Karen Frost as my name on my scripts? And so that's a process and experience that I am dealing with. And I expect that when we connect on October 11th, I'll have a lot more clarity. I feel like this idea just kind of presented itself to both of us today.
Yeah.
And I think we've got a little time to play with it before we have a conversation with a group around it. So I appreciate you connecting with me on Zoom to have this discussion, to talk about how our coming out process is fluid, and fluidity is something you definitely have a lot of experience with. So I'm excited for us to have that conversation then. Thank you so much for joining me.
Me too. Thank you. Bye, y'all.